Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Sophquest. My name is Spence. Welcome back if you're a subscriber, and welcome in if you're brand new to the channel. Thanks for coming by. Alright, so this week we are just coming off of the new moon in Leo at Lionsgate. That was the 8th. And now we're talking about the week of the 9th through the 16th. So we're kind of between lunations. We are going to have a second full moon in the opposite axis of Leo, the Aquarian, the second Aquarian full moon, coming up in another week and a half or 2 weeks, depending on what day of the week you watch this video. But Sagittarius, we are between lunations. We are also in the midst of quite a retrograde season. We have many planets in retrograde, which really does make us internalize what we're learning and changing. And this whole year is about change. And right now in Leo season, this is a pretty radical shift that I'm seeing for most people. All right, so first card out, let me cut your deck. I am using the New Palladini Tarot by Palladini there. And then I'm also going to pull you a Wild Unknown Archetype card by Kim Kranz. Always loving to work with the archetypal energy, the energies of the tarot, but also I love archetype decks as well. Very much so. I was a big Carl Jung lover and studier of Jung and personality types and all of that. Studied astrology and personality types from the time I was probably a teen, actually a preteen, more than likely, right around the age of 12 probably. All right, so let me pull your 9 cards, and while I do, why don't you settle in with me, Sagittarius? It's time to take some time for you. So get comfortable wherever you may be. And let's start with 3 deep cleansing breaths, because it is transformative, and after you do it, you realize how much it actually makes a difference. So let's oxygenate the brain. It drops the cortisol, the stress, right? Brings up serotonin and dopamine, helps us think clearly. It always helps you feel better. Okay. Beautiful. I am seeing 3 major Arcana cards that I love seeing here for you. Big change, and I think it's a really good change. Right here in Leo season for you. And I think you are excited, or will be this week, excited about something. A job might be coming in for some of you. I think you've also you've felt the change of energy in Leo season, or you will be. I think the new moon energy is what really is bringing it in. It gives us new energy, new zest, new momentum, I think, is a good word for the energies. Okay, so let's pull you also an archetype card right now. So, Sag. Let's see what we see. While I look at this, you have 3 8s right in a row. 8, 8, 8. So 8, 8, Lionsgate was an important message time for you. If I were you and you did not listen to last week's video for Sagittarius, you may want to. And one flipped over, the Healer. You got the Healer, Sagittarius. I love that for you. The Healer. So let's take a look at that. We also have Mars and Venus right now in the sign of Virgo. Virgo is the 6th house of the natural 6th house of health. And it is usually a time when we do a little mind, body, spirit alignment, take better care of ourselves. Remember to drink a lot of water in the summertime, right? And eat healthier foods, lighter foods, more fruits and vegetables in the summertime usually. So that's a good reminder, I think, right now. It also gives energy to aligning both sides of ourselves, the yin and the yang sides of ourselves, not to mention the yin and yang in relationships, because we both have both, of course. So, I'm looking at Roman numerals here. I'm doing my best. Give me a second. The pictures of the Roman numerals are a little artistic, not easy to see in the book. Okay. The Healer, the light worker, the gifted, the old soul. Now, Sagittarius, since I started this channel, your readings have all been about that, for the most part. So whatever Sagittarians are hearing my messages, I think that you are doing this kind of work. So it says, though some claim the work of the healer as their gift and name it as their dharma, the force of this archetype is within everyone. It's our natural inclination to remember, to return to, and to reclaim the central and eternal life force from which we so easily drift away. In Sanskrit, the word avidya means forgetting, and it's said that this is the source of all suffering and disease. The healer's mission then becomes to move through the comfort of forgetting, through the veils of ignorance and denial, to reveal the radiance that already exists. The healer approaches this in multiple ways, from multiple angles, knowing the cycle of healing is never linear. It's a multi-layered and circuitous process, always leading back to its own origin, much like the Ouroboros, the snake that eats its own tail, which represents time. So, being awake, grateful, self-contained, and in the memory of one's dharma, and that it's always been within you. Everything you need is within you. But you also are someone, I think, who is very deeply feeling and hearing from everything streaming in for you right now, Sagittarius. We are in sister fire for you in Leo season, and you are going through a transition, a transformation with the death card on the bottom of the deck. This card means unto everything there is a season, right? I say when the spring is over, the summer comes, right? When the winter is over, the spring, and so on. So to everything there is a season, and there is a season that has ended, and that probably began with the full moon, the first full moon that happened in July, around July 23rd, that full moon in Aquarius at 1 degree. And then in August, I think it's 23rd or 4th, there's going to be the second full moon in Aquarius. This entire span sits within Leo season, and Leo season right now for you, I think, has been one of really doing the deep inner work of taking care of yourself. That is what I'm seeing on the bottom of the deck. This is in your subconscious that's been going on under the surface. There's been a transformation. And this is the Queen of Earth and the Queen of Cups, the water and the earth, taking care of yourself and realizing how important it is. So you're changing something about that maybe you are taking better care of your physical body, number one, and realizing how much that affects your energy, right? Cleansing and clearing, detoxing, any of that is good for you right now. You could be going from eating meat to vegetarianism. You could be starting workouts, anything that makes you feel good, feel better. So I think that might be happening because first and foremost, we heal ourselves, right? First we know thyself by healing ourselves. So as a healer or a light worker, this is something that you will practice your whole life, Sagittarius. Working on knowing yourself and healing yourself, and thereby that enables you to also help others to heal. So let's look. You've probably been going through a lot going on, and I think you're trying to learn. I think you're trying to move forward by learning and seeing things you've never seen before. It's like so much is streaming in right now. I think for you it's almost too much. It's like ascension symptoms, right? When one comes into an awakening and they ascend, they level up, they wake up, they go through some symptoms. They can very often have headaches, and it can be a little hard to deal with. And I'm seeing that in both corners. Starting your reading, we have the Eight of Swords, so thinking so much that it could be giving you headaches, working so hard on moving your life forward. 8, 8, 8. Look at that. You're thinking about infinity, big picture stuff, right? The big picture of your life's work, your dharma. You're thinking about it, the infinity of it all. And it's funny, I'm using these cards, which represent not only infinity, but the Ouroboros, the snake that eats its own tail. Isn't that interesting? So yeah, you're thinking about it. You're working hard on it. You're practicing it. And, you know, feeling it as well, that you are moving your life forward toward meaning, toward the meaning of your life. What is meaningful for you? You're on the path. So I think this is saying you can't intellectualize it necessarily anymore in order to gain any kind of wisdom. The wisdom actually comes from feeling it in your solar plexus, it shines out from you. It's the light from within. It's right now in Leo season, ruled by the sun. You're hearing, you're learning. The page of fire. This is your energy. So this is the center of your reading, and this is you expressing yourself. In Leo season, it is a season of self-expression. So I think you are doing that. I think you are expressing yourself. And I think you've gotten more positive, and you're willing to also have boundaries and stand up for the things that matter to you. So this is you standing in your authenticity, 100%, knowing how healing that is, not only for you, but for others. Because when you give yourself permission to stand in your authenticity, then anyone that is in your presence, it also gives permission to be their authentic self. So this is fire energy. Sun, Page of Wands, Seven of Wands, you know, and then down here, more Wands. Wheel of Fortune. So things are changing. You know it. You can feel it. You can absolutely feel that by taking better care of yourself and understanding yourself on a very deep level and your purpose here on the earth, that you're moving through these cycles, that you're leveling up, that you're allowing yourself to grow, and that moves you forward. It moves you forward. It means that you're taking your energy and moving forward with it, allowing for change. But it's been hard. It's hard to learn that much. It's hard to continually grow. It's hard to continually learn because you are, you know, transformation is not easy. You know, I think about a little caterpillar, you know, the pupa inside the cocoon. It's going through this incredible process, right? And in the changing process, the transformation happens, but the process itself, it takes two things: time and a lot of heat, a lot of energy. And so that is exhausting. Growth and transformation is exhausting. But it's definitely happening right now for you in Leo season. Let's go down the vertical. So maybe I'm feeling and hearing headaches. So maybe you've been dealing with some headaches lately because you're just streaming, you know, from the universe. You're taking in all these light codes from Lionsgate and really leveling up and streaming it all in, and it's changing you. It's like DNA activation changing you from the inside out. And so if you're having some headaches, give yourself a little bit of a break. There's also a new moon right here on this card, so when it's dark at the new moon, try to get sleep if you can, right? Get more sleep. I think so. So that way you can get up the next day with the sun and do it all over again, kind of thing. Re-energize yourself. You need that. You need REM sleep, because in REM sleep we heal, right? We need the REM. Okay, so you're working hard, you're learning, you're excited, you're motivated, you're wanting to expand your vistas. By the way, at Lionsgate, there's an alignment between the pyramids of Giza, which are on this card, the pyramids, and Orion's belt. So that's cool. So maybe you are really just learning a lot of this stuff right now at this time during Lionsgate, which moves you forward in your life. This is you right here, Sagittarius. on your horse, moving through life with your energy. So you're pretty fired up, I think, and pretty enthusiastically going through these changes. I think it's exciting for you. I just think it's absolutely exhausting for you to move continually toward your growth, your healing, your life's work, and your dharma. Taking a stand for who you are, standing in the light of who you are, that takes not only guts and bravery, it's exhausting. It takes everything you've got, doesn't it? It really does. It takes absolutely everything you've got. Heart, mind, body, and soul, you're all in. And you're willing. You're willing to carry the load. You're willing to do the work, willing to learn with all these 8s. I just keep seeing, I mean, that's, you know, infinity, infinity, infinity. Which says to me, because there's 3, it says to me sacred geometry. Sagittarius, you're a big learner here, and you're growing, and you're a light worker, a healer. If you're not aware of sacred geometry, I'm mentioning it because I'm a fractal artist. And phi, the golden ratio, is sacred geometry, which is, of course, the triangle, right? And if you take a triangle and spin it inwards toward infinity, it literally shows the entire design of the universe. Everything is fractal. From our lungs to trees to a leaf, you know, the stars, a spiral galaxy, everything's fractal. So if you have not looked at fractal art or ever heard of fractals, or if you are just interested in learning new things right now, I would look that up. You might want to look up phi, the golden ratio, or sacred geometry, or the study of infinity, because I think there might be some good juicy tidbits in there for you right now. You are learning. All right, so yeah, I think try to get more sleep. I think you have headaches. Give yourself a break. You're working very, very hard. 8, 8, 8, so much. It's too much. Get your sleep if you can, because you are definitely going through change right now. And you're a light worker. You got stuff to do. So Sag, I want to wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude. Thank you so much for coming by. Give me a like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video today. And if you're interested in any other sign, your rising, your moon, your Venus, or anything else, you can find it by clicking on the little eye up there in the corner. It is the information box that will lead you to my weekly readings playlist. All right, take care, and I'll be here for you next week. Thank you. Bye, guys.